This is a young man I believe in. This is a young man I'm confident in. But Terry, they are going to be a pain in the ass to play with. It is not fun playing against a team that can call any play at any time.
The only thing you can do is tell Ben Johnson on the slide that when Dan Campbell goes, you're our guy.
Oh my God.
Ben Johnson will be the key to unlocking a successful season for the Detroit Lions. I'll read off his track record, okay? He was an offensive assistant in Miami. He was a quarterback's assistant. He was a wide receivers coach assistant. Then he was the wide receivers coach up until 2020 when he came to the Detroit Lions as a tight ends coach. He's now spent 2 years as a tight ends coach. This will be his first year as the offensive coordinator. And I am of the belief, Terry, that this guy has Matt LaFleur, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan written all over him. Now, will he be a successful head coach? I'm not sure. What I do know is he's a very talented young man. And that's the key word, young and talented. And that is something Detroit has been missing for the longest time. Young, talented coaching. They have not gone in the direction where the league has gone. And they've had, obviously, zero success for obvious reasons. But I am of the belief, Terry, Ben Johnson will unlock the offense. I believe Jared Goff will have one of his better seasons. I don't think he'll ever reach the pinnacle he reached with Sean McVay and the Rams, given just how good that football team was. But I believe this year you can expect to see Jared Goff throw for 3,800, maybe even 4,000 yards. Go for 24, 25 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And you expect to see a fluid run game. I expect to see efficiency on third down. I expect to see them to be very aggressive on fourth down like they were last year. That is the trend I'm seeing. And Terry, when I think of the Detroit Lions, if I'm game planning for them, my takeaway game planning for the Detroit Lions isn't that they're going to wow me, they're going to blow us out of the park. No. But Terry, they are going to be a pain in the ass to play with. It is not fun playing against a team that can call any play at any time. And the Lions, if they so choose to, can run the ball on first, second, and third down. As they can run it on first, second, and then throw on third and short. And then go for it on fourth down and run it again. They have so many options given how talented the offensive line is, how deep their backfield is. You would expect the wide receiving core to take the next step this year. I expect Jared Goff to be better like he was down the stretch with Dan Campbell calling plays and Ben Johnson behind the scenes putting all the schematics together. Terry, this is a young man I believe in. This is a young man I'm confident in. Back in late October, early November, I was calling for him to be promoted at the end of the season as offensive coordinator, and what do you know? He absolutely was. I think they have something here. And again, the league has gone into young, offensively driven coaches. These are the guys I want around my franchise, Terry. And again, I don't want to say anything about Dan Campbell right now. This has nothing to do with Dan. But in a different dimension, let's say it doesn't work out with Dan. All right? And in 3 years, 2 years, he's gone. Did you see enough out of Ben to just promote him as your head coach? That would be ideal. And if it's not him, ideally you want to bring in somebody like him, young, offensively driven. And that's the direction I think this team is going in. I believe he has a good influence on Dan Campbell. And I think we saw the marriage with Anthony Lynn and Dan Campbell fall apart right away because I felt Anthony Lynn was too conservative. I felt the play calling was very predictable. And it was nothing but unpredictable, actually, when Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell took over. So, Terry, I'm feeling really good about this kid.
I'm going to throw in one more word, innovative.
Yes.
And that's very important. Jared Goff will be a better player, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pass for 37 or 38 or 4,000 yards. They may be more innovative in their running game because the Lions are trying to establish the run. Don't put him in dangerous situations. Don't put him in a bunch of 3rd and 12s or 2nd and 15s and things like that. So I think they want Jared Goff passing on 3rd and 4 or I don't think we're going to see this guy become a gunslinger, but put him in safe packages. And I think that's what Ben Johnson is going to bring. And just because you're going to run the ball more doesn't mean that you're not innovative. You can be more creative in the run game, toss sweeps or reverses or however you want to do it. But the key is, do not put Jared Goff in dangerous situations, because I still don't trust this guy. And I don't think the Lions do either. In the back of their mind, their quarterback that's going to take them over the top is not with this organization yet. And like I said, he's probably in college somewhere. So I'm with you. I'm just not sure we're going to see a 4,000.
Yeah, I'm with you. It doesn't have to be it's not necessary, actually. And if he does, great. If he doesn't, okay. I'm going to evaluate this team based on how they've played, what their win total is at the end of the year. And I think a question that's posed by everybody in the chat, Terry, that I'd like to get to once we come back from the break is, how do you keep somebody like a Ben Johnson in the building if I tell you 2 years from now, he's up for multiple head coaching gigs, and you've yet to make the playoffs?
Fish is about to get murdered by Adam, and I just... Oh my God.
Sorry, Terry.
Oh my God.
How do you keep somebody like a Ben Johnson if you're building, in your building, excuse me, if it's not through a head coaching position in 2 years, and let's say you're all in on Dan Campbell, and he's up for, I would say, multiple job offers, considering he's an offensive coordinator. If the Lions improve over the next 2 years, he's probably getting looked at, Terry.
Yeah, it's almost impossible. The only thing you can do is tell Ben Johnson on the sly that when Dan Campbell goes, you're our guy. That can be your best plan of action. But if this guy is good, teams are going to come after him. He'll be offered a head coaching job, so it'll be impossible to keep him. The other danger is if you get rid of Dan Campbell too soon, the grip that he has on this locker room could backfire on you, because players become loyal to their coach. And if you get rid of him, and if these players believe that they can win with him, even though they're not, then you run a huge risk of disrupting this franchise. So it's going to be almost impossible to keep this guy. So, if he's good.